this camera, I think, is on. Is that the end? Hey, qu'est-ce qu'il y a des protestes? What's all this about?
I don't know. We thought it was for you.
I thought Dan BCL was gone.
I know.
Was there a protest?
You're not allowed to pass over that fence.
Was there a protest here this morning?
I got something for you.
You have something, what is that, sugar to make me more hyper? Did you wash your hands?
Of course.
Just kidding, just kidding, just kidding.
Of course.
You're doing well.
Yeah.
Hey, one question. What do you think of Family Day?
Well, it's a catch-22, Charles, because a lot of businesses are going to suffer greatly with Family Day because it's a paid holiday, and it could put a lot of small business, right under. So
What about the hundreds of people, the thousands of people that don't have family, have mental issues? They have to pass through Christmas, and now February they have to go through this.
I think it's it's really important for families to be able to spend time with each other, but also on the other hand, there are a lot of school days where snow days in February too, and parents
Jeff.
have to make other arrangements for their children as well. And
But I'm talking about people with mental illness, to remind family, the family's been dead. Shouldn't they call it another name but Family Day?
I don't know. I never thought about it.
Never thought about it? Okay. Maybe it's because I got way too much time on my hand. You better go, the bell is
I
ringing.
know my bells are ringing, and I've got to get in there and get to work.
You're going to re-offer?
Yes.
Yes. That's a big yes. Yes, okay. So c'est bon. Thank you.
Okay.
I got to find out what the fence doing here.
Okay.
Okay, so what was the fence doing here? I don't know. I think there was farmers this morning. What is the fence doing here? Do you know? What's the fence doing here?
I don't know. I didn't put it up. I don't know why it's up.
I thought Dan BCL was gone. No comments. I thought Dan BCL was gone. What's with the fence?
I don't know. I thought they were trying to keep me out.
Yeah, really. I never see this fence for a long time. There's no protest here. Everybody's happy.
I know. I think the bus, the farmers. came
Farmers this morning, huh?
out. It is what did National Prime Rib Day.
Was that what it's called?
That's what
No,
Bruce had said. If you could believe him.
Listen,
Sure.
thank you. Listen, what do you think of Family Day?
Well, it's interesting. A lot of people like to have a day off. I know some of the business owners are saying, "Well, I'm having a hard time making ends meet as it is."
What about the people with mental illness that don't have a family? The hundreds and thousands of people that pass through the holidays, and then next thing you know,
Yeah, I know. And I was going to get to that point to say, a lot of people don't have a job. So another day off doesn't mean
Well,
anything to them.
voila, we're here.
C'est vrai. And again, the government has to pay all the government employees, so it does hurt the product.
But the people with mental illness lost their families.
Oh, I know.
Just the word family. Couldn't they
Yeah.
call it maybe another
Hey,
name?
we've lost people over the years, and the holidays are never the same. So
February is depressing.
well, February is depressing enough, and it's 28 days. So thank goodness for that, so you can get through it. Last year, what did we have? 11 storm days in February.
I think so.
And again, people are together and a lot of the businesses closed. So anyway, this is just a distraction from the Gallant government to get away from the fact that he's lied to the people on a number of different occasions, especially on the fast track, the property tax, and this is a
What was question period today? What they ask? Property tax again?
again, he's the judge has been given a mandate, but that mandate doesn't go far enough to have the questions answered about who gave the order.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Gallant gave the order, but the judge isn't going to be able to ask those kind of questions.
It's good. Thank you.
Faites une bonne job.
Oui, toi aussi. Yeah. I don't usually ask him a question, but what the hell? I'll lower myself. Want to be a leader, Brian McDonald, why not? He's like me. He doesn't have a family, but it's not me. It's people with mental illness that's really struggling to be alone, which I don't mind being alone, but you know. What's with the fence? I thought Dan Bichelle was gone.
What's that?
What's with the fence? I thought Dan Bichelle was gone.
No idea.
Listen, you have an opinion on Family Day?
Family Day? Well, you know, everybody wants another holiday, Charles, I think.
What about the people that with mental illness that don't have a family and they're going through Christmas, they had a hard time enough, and next thing you know, they got this?
Well, I think the priority of New Brunswickers is, you're right, is have a job and have a family, and this is not helping with either of those things.
Shouldn't they call it another name but Family Day?
Well, I'd be open to any discussion of names for sure.
Maybe Blogger Day?
Which one? Blogger Day? Well, Blogger Day is an interesting one.
I just thought about that one.
Deserve your own holiday. Actually, I was surprised to see the fence here too. I don't know what that's all about.
I hear there was farmers here this morning.
Yeah, there's like 2 dozen.
2 dozen.
Well, maybe there was 30. I don't know.
I thought Dan Bichelle was gone.
There wasn't 100.
You guys are not. Oh, by the way, you guys are not wimps, are you? I mean, you guys don't mind a good fist fight.
Yeah, well, I've never seen these here before.
Oh yeah, they've been here, but I mean, if you guys are, they can't go through these goddamn doors. And if you guys are attacked, you can take care of yourself. You're not going to say, "Oh, please don't hurt me." You're going to fight back, right?
Well, if everybody gets upset, they just pick those up and throw them at you.
Yeah, exactly. Defeats the cause, huh? Too funny.